Welcome to maths class, dear students. So today we are going to learn about simple interest and compound interest. This is our new chapter. Chapter name is simple interest, compound interest, and it is chapter number 10. And I'm going to start with the basic formula, that is simple interest. Simple interest, the formula is P into R into T divided by 100, where P is principal. Principal means amount in rupees. R means rate per annum. Per annum means 1 year. T is time. Time to be counted in years only, not in months, not in hours, only in years. So simple interest formula is PRT divided by 100. And if you want to deduce few formulas from this formula, you can find the principal like this. Principal is SI into 100 divided by rate into time. If you want to find rate and other things are given to you, then simple interest into 100 divided by P into T. And similarly, if we are having the values of simple interest, principal, rate and time is not given, then simple interest into 100 divided by P into R. So we can reduce ourselves, no need to remember these formulas, only remember this formula, that simple interest whenever to be counted is P into R into T divided by 100. Where simple interest is used in our daily life? Whenever we go to a bank to open an account, we deposit some amount of money, right? Suppose I have deposited rupees 10,000 in an account, and I have opened this account and I have deposited this amount of money. So this amount is my principal amount. मतलब इतने पैसे मैंने deposit करवाए. This is my principal amount. Now rate is rate. What the bank is offering me, the interest. Suppose bank A is giving me 8% rate and bank B is giving me 9%. So I will go with 9% because more interest means more money. My money will get added up to the extra money given by bank. How? See, simply P is 10,000, rate I have taken 9% and time suppose it is 2 years. मीन्स मैंने ये मनी बैंक में डिपॉजिट करवाई और आफ्टर 2 years मेरी ही ये वाली मनी उस पर इंटरेस्ट लग के मुझे वापस मिलेगी. आई वॉन्ट टू इट बैक आफ्टर 2 years. द अमाउंट विल बी इंक्रीज्ड. दिस इज अ पॉलिसी ऑफ बैंक्स. दे गिव देयर कस्टमर्स more and more interest rate, and the customer is satisfied by having more interest rate and more money in return instead of the money which we have deposited. Simple. प्रिंसिपल मेरा इतना था, रेट इतना था, टाइम 2 years. सो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट क्या आएगा? 10,000. अभी फॉर्मूला लिखा हमने, पी आर टी बाई 100. रेट इज 9, टाइम इज 2 years डिवाइडेड बाई 100. सिंपल कैलकुलेशन, 9 to the 18, 1800. दिस 1800 विल गेट एडेड टू द प्रिंसिपल. अब अमाउंट निकालेंगे. अमाउंट का फॉर्मूला होता है P प्लस SI. मतलब ये अमाउंट है जो हमें वापस मिलना है, रिटर्न आफ्टर 2 years. जो अमाउंट हमने बैंक से वापस लेना है वो ये वाला अमाउंट होगा. प्रिंसिपल क्या था? स्टार्टिंग में अमाउंट हमने 10,000 डिपॉजिट करवाया प्लस 1800 सिंपल इंटरेस्ट जो लगा उस पर. नाउ द अमाउंट इज 11800. मीन्स दिस इज मोर देन दिस 10,000, राइट? 10,000 हमने डिपॉजिट करवाए थे और 11,800 हमें वापस मिले. सो वी आर एट बेनिफिट, right? So this is the way this thing, simple interest, is used in our day-to-day life. Similarly, compound interest is also used. So now let us discuss some another example to understand more the topic of simple interest. Suppose a person has deposited 8,750 rupees to a bank at an interest rate of 8%, time 3 years. Means इतने पैसे 8% इंटरेस्ट पर 3 years के लिए बैंक में हमने डिपॉजिट कर दिए. एवरी ईयर वी विल बी गेटिंग सम मनी एडेड टू आवर ओन मनी. सो हेयर टू फाइंड द सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, अब कितना इंटरेस्ट लगेगा? लेट अस चेक. सिंपल, द फॉर्मूला इज PRT by 100. So it is 8,750 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 3 divided by 100. Do some calculation, and after calculating you get rupees 2100. This 2100 is not that many which we are getting back. This 2100 will get added to our original money which we have deposited. This is known as amount. Amount का formula क्या है? SI plus P या फिर P plus SI. After adding, you will get 8750 and 2100, 58, and it is 10,850 rupees which we are going to get after 3 years. 8,750 initial deposit and 10,850 as a return which we will get from the bank after 8% interest. Few terms which I want to tell you. While doing the sums, we can write simple interest as I. It means the same thing. This is one point to remember. Secondly, for counting the time between two given dates, only one of the two dates is counted, either first or last. When two types of times are given, then we will count either the first or the last. Third one, for converting the time, days into years, divide by 365, and if it is a leap year, then it's exceptional case. So to convert days into years, divide by 365, right? And what do we do when we convert months into year? Month into year. Then we divide by 12. Then take time period is 1 year if time period for the interest rate is not given. In journal, we take time as 1 year when it is written that interest being counted annually. So these were the basic formulas for this. So 10.1 has been reduced by the board due to this COVID pandemic. And next I want to explain you about the compound interest. So what is compound interest? Like simple interest, compound interest is also the same. Compounded annually, in some questions it is written as compounded annually, in some it is written as compounded quarterly, while in some it is written as half yearly. So what is compound? It is denoted by CI. CI's formula is A minus P. This is the formula of CI, and whenever in the statement it is mentioned that this is compounded annually, so then you will use the formula of compound interest, in which the formula of A will change. The formula of A is P, bracket starts 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power n, where P is again principal, means amount which we are going to deposit, R rate per annum as discussed earlier, and n is the number of years. Like in simple interest, T was number of years. In compound interest, n is the number of years. So the formula for amount is P 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power n, and compound interest will be P 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power n minus P, following this formula. So P is common. So here it is 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power n minus 1, compound interest. In this formula, we are having 1 variable, 2, 3 and 4 variables. Out of 4 variables, 3 values we must know. If we are having the value of P, R and N, we can easily find out the value of compound interest. If we are having the value of compound interest, P and R, we can find N, and so on. You can find out the other variables also. So this is the formula for compound interest. When it is, the very important point in this formula is, this formula is only used when we have same rate for number of years given, right? जब आपके पास रेट सेम है, सपोज क्वेश्चन इज दैट अ पर्सन इज डिपॉजिटिंग 8,000 ऑफ मनी एट 8% पर एनम कंपाउंडेड एनुअली फॉर 3 years. अब 3 years के लिए आ गया, कंपाउंडेड एनुअली के लिए आ गया, तो हर साल सेम रेट पे उसका इंटरेस्ट उसको मिल रहा है. इट मीन्स वी आर गोइंग टू यूज दिस फॉर्मूला and this formula for finding the compound interest. So let's see, when rate remains same, A is P 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n. When rate changes for successive years, for example, if the question is that for first year the rate is 2% and for next year the rate is 4%, then we will use this formula, that amount is P 1 plus R 1 by 100 bracket, this means multiplication with the next term 1 plus R 2 by 100. जितने भी years यहाँ पे मेंशन किए गए, अगर 3 years है तो 3 times ये ब्रैकेट आएगी, अगर 2 है तो 2 times this bracket will appear, if 4 then 4 times this bracket will appear, but they will only have 1 P. So this is the formula for successive years. Then compound interest, the difference between compound interest and simple interest is this, that compound interest is always greater than simple interest. For first year, compound and simple are all same, but for the next year, compound interest rises. In simple interest, principal remains same throughout the years. In compound interest, principal increases every year. How? I am going to tell you in another example. Amount at the end of the first year is principal for second year. This is a very important line. Amount at the end of first year is P for second year. Then I'll explain with the help of an example. As principal increases, the interest also increases. So these were the basics about compound interest. The difference between compound interest and simple interest is that simple interest में आपने एक बार ही फॉर्मूला लगा दिया, PRT डिवाइड बाय 100 करके, वैल्यू डन. But in compound interest, every year the principal keeps on changing. How? Let us discuss. Exercise 10.2, question number 1. Calculate the compound interest on ₹7,000. रुपीज़ जब भी आ गए तो वो आपका प्रिंसिपल ही आएगा. At 9% per annum for 2 years. So rate is 9% and time or n is 2 years. So here the question is calculate the compound interest. So for that, simply the rate is same for 2 years. So simple formula, 1 plus R over 100 raised to power n. P is 7,000. 1 plus 9 over 100 raised to power n कितना है? 2. 7,000. 109 over 100 raised to power 2. Calculate 109 over 100 into 100. These two zeros and 1 zero gets cancelled, and after calculations 8,316.70. This is the amount. So compound interest find out करना था. फॉर्मूला है A minus P. 8316.70 minus P is 7,000. So the answer is 1,316, and this is the compound interest for this question. Clear students? Simply application of the formula. इस चैप्टर के लिए आपने बस 2 फॉर्मूले लर्न कर लेने, एक सिंपल इंटरेस्ट का, एक कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट का. कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा? ऑलवेज इट स्टार्ट्स विद ए, अमाउंट से. जबकि सिंपल इंटरेस्ट वाले क्वेश्चन में अमाउंट हम एंड में निकालते हैं. उसमें क्या करते हैं? सिंपल इंटरेस्ट वाले क्वेश्चन में पहले हम PRT देखेंगे क्या है, फिर सिंपल इंटरेस्ट लिखेंगे PRT बाय 100, वो क्या आ जाएगा, सॉल्व करके कोई सम आ जाएगा. उसके बाद आपने अमाउंट निकालना है, अमाउंट रिफंडेबल. सो दिस इज SI प्लस P. यहाँ पे अमाउंट लास्ट स्टेप है, बट इन कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट क्वेश्चंस अमाउंट इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप, फिर जाके कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट आता है. वहाँ पे सिंपल इंटरेस्ट पहले, अमाउंट बाद में. यहाँ पे अमाउंट पहले, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट बाद में. This is the solution. The second question is, calculate the amount and compound interest on rupees 10,000 for 3 years at 6% per annum compounded annually. अब फर्स्ट और सेकंड क्वेश्चन में एक ही डिफरेंस है कि फर्स्ट में कंपाउंडेड एनुअली नहीं लिखा था, बाकी पीआरटी गिवन थे, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट निकालना था, अमाउंट निकालना था. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में कंपाउंडेड एनुअली नहीं लिखा, सेकंड क्वेश्चन में लिखा है, तो दोनों क्वेश्चंस में एक वास्ट डिफरेंस आ जाता है. हाउ? हमारे पास अभी पी क्या है, इट इज़ 10,000. अब ऊपर हम लिख लेंगे इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी कंपाउंडेड एनुअली. ठीक है बेटा, एनुअली. सो हियर पी इज रुपीज 10,000. rate is, you can write capital R also or you can write small r, hardly matters. So here in this question it is 3 years. For 3 years this money has been deposited and compounded. So here every time we are going to take time as 1 year. Every time starting of the question will be done with 1 year. क्वेश्चन में नो मैटर वहाँ पे 3 years लिखा है, बट कंपाउंडेड एनुअली का मतलब क्या होता है? एनुअल मतलब 1. एनुअल फंक्शन होता है ना आपका. एनुअल फंक्शन मीन्स साल में एक बार ही होने वाला फंक्शन. तो एनुअली का मतलब भी हो गया वंस इन अ ईयर. इट इज़ वंस इन अ ईयर. तो इसके बाद वाला स्टेप आपने क्या करना है? सपोज ये जो P है, हम इसको फॉर सिंपली हम इसको P1 लिख देंगे, छोटा सा यहाँ पे हम 1 ऐड कर देंगे. अब हमने फाइंड आउट करना है सिंपल इंटरेस्ट. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा P1RT. फॉर्मूला होता है ना PRT बाय 100. P1RT बाय 100, 10,000 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 6 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 1 डिवाइडेड बाय 100. दिस कम्स आउट टू बी रुपीज 600. तो यहाँ पे अब P1 यूज़ किया तो इसको भी हम लिख देंगे SI1. अब उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होता है हमारा? A1. नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज A1. सो ये आ गया SI1 प्लस P1. SI कितना है? 600 और P1 कितना है? 10,000. तो ये हो गया 10,600. ये आ गया अमाउंट 1. या फिर इसको आप लिख सकते हो अमाउंट एट द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर. एक साल के बाद मेरे जो 10,000 रुपीज़ थे 6% रेट लग के मेरे 10,000 बन गए 10,600 रुपीज़ आफ्टर फर्स्ट ईयर. अब नेक्स्ट ईयर का देखेंगे. फॉर नेक्स्ट ईयर मतलब फॉर सेकेंड ईयर प्रिंसिपल क्या होगा? प्रिंसिपल मतलब P2. P1 यहाँ पे हो चुका. P2 इज द अमाउंट ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर, मतलब कि A1. और A1 कितना था? 10,600. मतलब अभी आपका P2 कितना आ गया? 10,600. रेट रिमेन सेम 6% एंड टाइम अगेन 1 ईयर. और ये स्टेप हमने कितनी बारी करना है? 3 times बिकॉज द क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड फॉर 3 years. सो नाउ सिंपल इंटरेस्ट 2 P2 RT by 100. P2 10,600. 6 1 over 100 multiply and you will get 636. Then amount भी 2. यहाँ पे amount 1 निकाला था. P2 plus SI2. P2 is 10,600. SI2 is 636. You get A2 as 11,236. Right? This is your A2. Now what this A2 will be? This A2 will be the P3 means principal for the third year. ये wordings यहाँ पे मैंने एक बार लिख दी है, आप again and again लिख सकते हो. That is all your choice, but it should be clear in your mind that make this fact very clear that A2 is going to be the principal for third year. So now our P3 is 11,236. Rate is 6% and time is again 1 year. So now simple interest of third year is 1,1,2,3,6 into 6 into 1 divided by 100. You get 674.16, and amount at the end of third year is P3 plus SI3. P3 is 11,236 plus 674.16, and on adding you get 11,910.16. Now amount at the end of third year. Amount at the end of third year is 11,910.16. This is what we get at the end of, means ये आ गया A3 11,910.16. You can write it is at the end of third year. So compound interest. The question is that calculate the amount and compound interest. We got the first answer. Now compound interest. Compound interest का फॉर्मूला मैंने बताया था A माइनस P. अब क्योंकि इस सम में बहुत सारे A आए हैं, बहुत सारे P आए हैं, तो आपने क्या करना है, लास्ट वाला जो अमाउंट था A3 माइनस द ओरिजिनल P, ओरिजिनल जो आपका अमाउंट था, तो ये है 11,910.16 minus what was the amount? It was rupees 10,000. So subtract them, you get 1910.16 as compound interest. So this is your answer. Fine. Third question is, a person borrowed rupees 12,000 to purchase a DVD. So what is principal? Rupees 12,000. Right? So what is the compound interest and amount to pay after 2 years if rate of interest is 5% per annum? So rate is 5% per annum and time is, means N is 2 years. This is the statement, and we have to find the compound interest and amount. What is the compound interest and amount to pay after 2 years? So here it is not written compounded annually. Simply use this formula. A is equal to P 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power n. It is 12,000. 1 plus 5 over 100 raised to power 2. 12,000. 105 over 100 raised to power 2. Do some calculation. You will get an amount over here, and compound interest is A minus P. Whatever you want to get over here, put this value over here, minus 12,000. You will get the answer of compound interest, and here you will get the answer of amount. So this was your third question. Question number 4. Ram took a personal loan of rupees 20,000 from State Bank of India for 3 years at a rate of 12% पर एनम कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट. कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट पे लिया उसने, तो मतलब कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट का ही फॉर्मूला लगेगा. इस क्वेश्चन में भी यही वाला फॉर्मूला आप लगाओगे, दैट उसने कुछ अमाउंट लोन लिया स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया से फॉर 3 years एट रेट 12% पर एनम. हर साल का 12% कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट लगेगा. तो फाइंड द अमाउंट. अमाउंट के लिए ये फॉर्मूला, and find the total interest. Total interest means compound interest A minus P. दूसरा पार्ट जो इसका वो ऐसे फाइंड आउट कर लोगे. वेरी इजी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. क्वेश्चन we are having a man invests rupees 35,000 at 5% per annum compound interest for 3 years. Calculate the interest for the first year. ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में बेटा आप लोगों को, स्टूडेंट्स को आसानी हो जाती है ये सोचने में कि इस क्वेश्चन में हम कौन सा फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे, क्योंकि देखो इस क्वेश्चन में स्टेटमेंट इज़ वेरी क्लियर टू यू दैट अ मैन इन्वेस्ट रुपीज़ दिस 5% per annum, whatever these 3 values are given. The question is calculate the interest for first year. So right, the interest for first year के लिए क्या करना है हमने? Simply we are having 3 values. We'll write it down. P is rupees 35,000. rate is 5%. And I have told you जब 1 ईयर का करना है तो ऑलवेज टाइम ही आपने 1 ईयर लेके चलना है। तो यहाँ पे सिंपल इंटरेस्ट 35,000 इंटू 5 इंटू 1/100 कटिंग मल्टीप्लीकेशन you get 1,750 rupees. So the answer is the interest for first year is rupees 1,750. This was your first part. Second part, calculate the interest for the second year. अब ये आ गया SI1 तो ये P1 था। अब जैसे हमने वो क्वेश्चन किया था ना सेकंड, अब हम क्या निकालेंगे अमाउंट, वो क्या होगा P1 प्लस SI1। जब P1 की वैल्यू पुट की 35,000 और इसकी 1,750 यू गेट 36,750 रुपीज़। ये है A1। अब A1 इज गोइंग टू बी P2 मीन्स प्रिंसिपल। जो अमाउंट पहले साल का वो दूसरे साल का प्रिंसिपल बन जाता है ऑटोमेटिकली। तो SI2 क्या होगा P2RT by 100। P2 is 36,750, rate is 5 and this is 1 divided by 100. You get 1837.50। ये मैजिक से नहीं हो जाता, मैंने सॉल्व करके लिखी है ये वैल्यूज में। आई हैव ऑलरेडी सॉल्व द क्वेश्चंस टू सेव टाइम ड्यूरिंग द लेक्चर। So this is the answer for the second part. The interest for second year is this. Write a statement over here that this is the interest or whatever the question is asked. This is the third part. The sum, the amount at the end of the second year. अब ये SI2 तो निकला ही पड़ा हमारा। A2 क्या होगा P2 plus SI2। P2 is 36,750 plus 1837.50. After adding, you get 38,587.50 after adding. So this is the third answer. Fourth part, the interest for the third year. Fourth part के लिए अब A2 will be P3 for the third year. So this is 38,587 rupees and 50 paise. This is the principal amount for the third year. So now simple interest for the third year is 38,587.50 into 5 into 1 divided by 100. You get rupees 1929.375 sorry 1929.38 approx. Only this was to be found. Find the interest for third year. This is the answer to fourth part. So find first part, find the interest for first year. Second part, find the interest for second year. फर्स्ट ईयर का इंटरेस्ट तो हमने फाइंड कर लिया था, अमाउंट हमने ऐड कर दिया, प्रिंसिपल में ऐड करके आ गया। जो अमाउंट हमारा फर्स्ट ईयर का आया वो सेकंड ईयर का प्रिंसिपल होता है। जो सेकंड ईयर का प्रिंसिपल है उस पे बेस्ड हमने सिंपल इंटरेस्ट 2 निकाल लेना है। वो अमाउंट हमारा होगा सिंपल इंटरेस्ट फॉर सेकंड ईयर। अब सिंपल इंटरेस्ट सेकंड ईयर का ऐड होगा प्रिंसिपल में तो वो आ जाएगा अमाउंट ऑफ सेकंड ईयर। अमाउंट ऑफ सेकंड ईयर इज गोइंग टू बी द प्रिंसिपल फॉर थर्ड ईयर. This principal for third year will give us the simple interest for third year. When we get the simple interest for third year, we can also get the amount at the end of third year. So clear students? Very simple logic, but keep this thing in your minds because यहाँ पे जाके बच्चे गड़बड़ करते हैं.